With the postseason in our sights now, what's more important to have, home court advantage or momentum, Grant?
I'd argue both, B.A. I mean, if I had to choose one, I'd say momentum, just because you want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. 2 points. That one goes.
He doesn't have the quickness of some guys, but he sees everything, including that opening.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Thompson outside. No good on the 3. And it's Thunder's ball. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, and the bottom line is they just had too many unfavorable matchups. They could never find a lineup that worked.
Jenkins' shot is good.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 3-point game. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim. I am so impressed with the touch of Hartenstein. Basically, he's automatic around the rim.
The 3 from Thompson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Last time they met was in Oklahoma City.
They pulled out the last one against this team because they didn't waste their chances at the foul line.
Yep, count it.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Back to Robinson. Fires the 3. And again, the Pistons missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Williams from long range. And it's Harris with the rebound. Pistons trail by 3. Puts up a deep 3. He drops it from range.
Yeah, Harris has been doing that his entire career, staying in rhythm, even with the added range.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Robinson can't hit. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Nice to see Hartenstein assert himself offensively.
Tries it from 19. Jenkins' shot is good. Jenkins has got 7 points in the game. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Brian, back over to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now here's Dort. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And here's SGA outside. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. Pistons trail by 5. Here's Jenkins. 7 points in the game. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Herter's checked in for the Pistons. Williams misses.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's Thompson for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Now here's Duren. Up and in on the layup.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Wallace with it, working on Thompson. Williams' shot is good.
Ooh, that's like velvet. That's the kind of finger roll that ends up on old highlights.
Here's Harris. Soft touch off the glass. Harris has got his second bucket on the night.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all three levels.
Outside Joe. Jacks up a three. Jenkins with a rebound. The Pistons have got 6 of 14 in so far. Harris passes to Herter. Pulls it. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. With 1 on the clock. And he can't get that one. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points.
I mean, only scored 15, but, you know.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Holmgren is out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Jalen Williams. Then it's Isaiah Joe. And it's Mitchell in at the 1 spot. Now here's Holmgren. Oh, Holmgren! The touch from range.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Pass to Holland. The 3. The Thunder pull it in. Wallace outside. They get the rebound. Holmgren. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Now here's Mitchell. He's scoreless. A good look from Holmgren. Off the mark from 16 feet.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
There's Herter with the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Holmgren with a screen on Robinson. Wallace's shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Robinson can't hit. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Now here's Herter. He's got 5. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Wallace. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Tim, watching Chet Holmgren, he brings a lot to the table.
Well, absolutely, Brian. He's got a wingspan of 7.5 feet, but still has touch from deep. It's really something to marvel at. Chet is redefining what a stretch big can be in the NBA.
And some changes here for Detroit. Tobias Harris checked in for Holland, and it's Asar Thompson in for Herter. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Wallace. Dort, he's checked in for Joe. And SGA subbed in for Mitchell. Here's Jenkins. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Count it.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
From deep, SGA. The rebound by Detroit, coming off a win against the Hornets.
And guys, those road games are never easy, but they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
And you see the acceleration from Dort. Just a great athlete.
Duren against Hartenstein. Harris outside. Drops in the three. Harris has got 8.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
The 3 from Holmgren. Pass to SGA. Back to Holmgren. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. 3 for 7 shooting now. Dort against Thompson. And here's Harris. Outside Robinson. Harris, a screen on Williams. Robinson for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Thunder leading by 3. Here's Dort. Detroit with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Robinson for 3. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
With the step back. Ooh, SGA able to hit with very little airspace.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Here's Jenkins. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Jenkins has got 6 here in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Dort finds Holmgren. Now here's SGA. Back to Holmgren. Big tap, throwing it down.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Here's Jenkins. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Another 3 for Detroit.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Can't connect from short range. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Pistons ahead. They're up by 1. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's court. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Let's go.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cups to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharp shooting continues. Let's take a moment now and swing on over. Appreciate you joining.
Let's go, man.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. The Pistons leading. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Harris and Duren together in the middle. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then it's Thompson. And it's Jenkins in a point guard. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Shot's good by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Over Harris. And that one's good. Holmgren. Holmgren's got 11. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Pistons. They lead by 1. Pass to Jenkins. Down low. And stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Williams. Buries it down low.
That pull-up jumper has become such a reliable weapon for Williams.
Here's Thompson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Dort. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Harris. It might not always show up on the stat sheet, but Lou Dort is one of the most feared defenders around, Legs.
Well, he's built like a middle linebacker, and he brings a high level of physicality. B.A., there's a reason he's earned the nickname the Torture Chamber.
Pistons trail by 3. Fades away. Basket counts. He's got 10.
Well, Harris loves that mid-range shot. It's something he will often go to if nothing else is there.
Here's SGA. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And Tim, to have the success that SGA has had, is there something different to his approach?
Well, B.A., I just think he's so shifty, so quick in changing directions, and he can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the reason he's the perennial league leader in drives to the rim.
Shout out Canada too, eh?
Of the North.
Here's Thompson. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allen LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daigneault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Back to you.
An all-purpose player. Thank you, Allie.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Here's Hartenstein. Good D by Harris. Pistons trail by 6. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Well, that's nice. Asserting himself inside. Harris taking it right to the defense.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Launches a 3. Duren with a rebound. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Robinson gets the bucket.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Outside, Williams. 1:27 left in the 3rd quarter. And it's Holmgren missing.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Jenkins' shot is good.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
A big group substitution here for Detroit. Reed's checked in for Duren. Holland comes in for Thompson. Herter's checked in for Robinson. And Sasser's subbed in for Jenkins. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And Joe subbed in for Dort. Wallace outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And that time also a missed shot.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Herter from long range. On target from range. And it's a 4-point Pistons lead.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the 3. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Joe on the wing. This one for three. Hits a three-pointer. Joe's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Pistons ahead. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Wallace. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren up there with Williams. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's Isaiah Joe. And it's Wallace in at the three. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's a bit of tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
LeVert outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. With the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Well, that's what I love about Duren. He understands his game and his limitation. He likes the ball down low. He is not going to take too many threes.
Mitchell, the pass to Williams. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Holland gets the bucket.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Thunder trail by 3. Joe, the pass to Holmgren. And here's Wallace. Back to Mitchell. Screen by Holmgren. Outside Mitchell. Here's Joe. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Out to the right wing. Sasser outside. Holland for 3. That shot off the mark. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Wallace, the pass to Mitchell. And here's Joe. Wallace with it. Williams, a screen on LeVert. Wallace. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Duren finds LeVert. Back to Duren. Pass to Sasser. Here's Holland. Wallace pulls it in.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
The Pistons lead by 3. Sasser outside. Herder from long range. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Timeout. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Tobias Harris checked in for Duren. Thompson comes in for LeVert. Robinson, he's checked in for Herder. Jenkins comes in for Sasser. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Wallace. Dort, he's checked in for Joe. And SGA subbed in for Mitchell. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander, 11-footer is good.
Well, it's a pivotal point in this game, and you expect SGA to step up.
Here's Holland. Driving to the basket. Cleared away by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Holmgren. Puts it up from 17. No.
Yeah, this possession is make or break. They need points to stay within reach.
Now Harris. Downtown. Cleared away by Hartenstein. Thunder trail by 4. Dort.
And I think Lou Dort is a textbook example of a high-effort player. He's just relentless on both ends, constantly looking for ways to make a difference.
And And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
And by missing that free throw, now a three could even the score. Not ideal.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Harris there for the rebound. Detroit leading by 3. Oh, touches it off the glass.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
SGA fires. Oh, SGA going to town inside.
And you just know that Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be the one taking these shots. How clutch.
Harris, a screen on SGA. Robinson outside. Fires the 3, and he nails it.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
It's Williams, high post, working on Thompson. Buries it!
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Holland. SGA, count it.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
And he buries the jumper.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
It's cleared away by Thompson. And so they choose to intentionally foul. A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 6. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
It's good.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, making all of their free throws right now, it's a great way to extend the lead.
The 3 is off, and he commits the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point game here.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
So it's Detroit picking up the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now our player of the game.